When I was dating a reptilian hybrid, for those of you that don't know my channel, I don't think my channel is actually available to most of the public. But when I was dating a reptilian hybrid, I would always tell her, I believe in soulmates. We can go on forever and ever as soulmates. Because I really do believe that. And she would always change the subject. She was real sweet until that came up. And I never understood. I took it personal. I'm like, she wants to go on forever, but not with me. I didn't realize until many years went by, over 20, that she was not really a she. It was an it. A fallen angel, humanoid. I believe it's a body without a soul. It's an empty vessel. And the only part it has is the brain, which is the computer. And the soul it's missing is is filled by the angelic part of the fallen angel. If I'm a fallen angel and I mingle with a woman and she has a child because of it, there's no soul there because I was not permitted by God to mingle. So it's an abomination to God. It's unnatural. It's an empty vessel. There's no soul. But it has an angelic aspect because I'm part angel. I'm sorry, because I'm a fallen angel. It has the angelic part of me. So in a way, I think it's almost like a clone with memory intact. I have a feeling that memory is even intact. She told me that she was an angel and she would go fly through the stars, and I thought that's a pretty interesting story. But years later, when I found out she wasn't human, she was a reptilian hybrid, I thought I should have listened to her stories better, closely, because I bet she was telling me some facts. I think it's like God when he became Jesus. He had a knowledge that he was God. There wasn't a human soul in Jesus. It was God. It's probably a way of mixing, but God's natural. He can do anything he wants. Things that are born against his permission, that are unnatural, don't happen unless angels intervene. That's the only way it can happen. And because they did that, God's going to punish them. They cannot be forgiven. And because it's happening again, I believe that the angels that were chained up have been released from the pit. A lot of people don't believe it's happened yet. I believe it did. I believe they've been released. They've only been back for like 80, 90 years. Before that, there's a 4,000 year gap where they did not exist. Earth is dealing with something it has not dealt with in 6,000 years. These entities are self-destructive. They're very good at destroying everything around them, including themselves. Most likely they will not be preserved because they are missing meekness. They don't know how to be meek. They're arrogant, cocky, self-absorbed, prideful. They lack compassion. They only imitate compassion to fool people in society, enabling them to take on positions in front of people that would, on the other hand, be onto them in their scheme. They're placed in position by powerful people in the government, and they hide by pretending they're us. But they're well aware that they're not human. They're something completely different. Yet they marry us, they have children with us, and they're mingling with us. And David Icke will turn it into something different than it being fallen angels. And then you have Steve Quayle, God bless him, he seems like a good man of God, but I understand he's waiting for the giants. I don't think the giants are going to show up until war and destruction has already taken place. But don't fret, because their brothers and sisters are in place. They're reptilian hybrids or humanoid. They're our size to blend in with society. They control the military. They control our government and other governments of the world. David Icke said they're in a different light frequency. So possibly there's a frequency of light that if we can discover it, we can see them. But I bet if you were to examine their bodies,